Sports are built around one basic idea, a level playing field. Whether it's through soccer or the Olympics, we separate the athletes by weight class, age group, or gender for fairness. But what happens when those lines begin to blur? This isn't just a debate happening on the news or online. It's shaping policies in high schools, colleges, and professional sports. The outcome will affect the athletes and fans alike. I've spent time researching both sides of this issue from scientific studies to interviews with athletes, and I believe it is possible to have a respectful conversation rooted in facts and fairness. Transgender females should not compete in women's sports due to the biological advantages they retain, which compromises fairness and the original purpose of gender divisions in athletics. First, I'll explain scientific and real-world evidence showing how transgender participation affects competition. Then I'll discuss why this problem hasn't been addressed. Finally, I'll suggest a respectful and inclusive solution that preserves fairness for all athletes. According to a 2021 study in sports medicine, transgender women retain a 12 to 20% athletic performance advantage over cisgender women, even after 1 year of hormone therapy. As Dr. Ross Tucker, a physiologist, and consultant for World Rugby, said in a 2022 BBC News interview, you cannot simply undo the effects of testosterone that occurred during male puberty. A real-life case and example would be the swimmer Leah Thomas, who moved from 462nd place in a men's category to winning the women's NCAA championship. This really highlights how those advantages come to play in the competitions. These cases have raised concerns about the future of Title IX and the ability for biological women to compete fairly for scholarships, placements, and even recognition. Even with all this evidence, the issue remains unresolved. Why is that? Let's explore the barriers. Many athletic organizations, such as the NCAA, focus on testosterone levels alone, ignoring all other retained advantages like bone structure, muscle memory, and oxygen capacity. Speaking about fairness can be socially risky. According to Gender and Society, athletes who voice concerns are often criticized or labeled transphobic, even when raising valid points. Media coverage also tends to emphasize inclusion while overlooking the voices of the young females who feel discouraged and displaced as athletes. These barriers are real, but they aren't impossible to overcome. Let's talk about a solution that respects both fairness and inclusion. I believe we can do an open competition category. According to the Journal of Sports Policy, a third open category, similar to weight divisions or the Paralympics model, will allow transgenders and non-binary athletes to compete without replacing female competitors. This solution doesn't exclude anyone. Instead, it honors all identities while preserving equal opportunities in women's sports. You can support fairness in athletics by signing petitions from groups like Fair Play for Women, contacting school athletic boards, or spreading awareness on social media, addressing your point of view and what you think about it. Allowing transgender females to compete in women's sports, while well-intentioned, creates unfair advantages. That contradicts the purpose of separate gender categories. We looked at the biological realities and the effects on competition, the cultural and policy-based barriers to change, and a solution that promotes inclusion while protecting fairness. Remember, This was never about rejecting anyone. It's about creating a system that all athletes, regardless of their identity, can compete confidently, knowing the playing field is truly level and always having sportsmanship. Thank you.